Hey guys, I know this is a weird way to get to one of my videos, but if I make this a public video, I feel like it would just get slaughtered by the YouTube algorithm, and I just got back into its good graces, so we're doing a little roundabout way to get to each other here, kind of like a secret rendezvous point, so don't tell anybody. Well, I mean, you can share this link, but don't tell YouTube. So I just wanted to address all the drama regarding finance YouTubers getting paid to promote stocks and all of that stuff. And if you see me looking right here, it's just because I have some notes on my screen that I want to reference throughout this video. It's an unedited video, a very casual conversation. Obviously, no lights, didn't change the code of the day. It's just a conversation between you and me. So I want to say right off the bat, I'm not going to name any other channels in this video. I think drama and beef is very overrated. I want to make it clear that I'm not casting any judgment on anyone else. I want to stick in my own lane in this video, and everything I say is just how I would judge myself. So don't go hating on anyone based on what you hear in this video or what you hear anywhere else. There's already too much hate in the world as it is, so just try and spread, good vibes and be nice to people. Anyways, I want to talk about the process of being approached by these companies and stocks, because I have been approached by them in the past, how I personally reacted and why, and my whole take on this situation. I genuinely always try to be as transparent as possible with you guys, so I hope you appreciate this little piece of commentary. So pretty much every finance YouTuber over the subscriber count of 10 to 15,000 subscribers will get an email asking them to cover something like a gold stock. I started getting these emails early on, and I just felt like it was very shady from the get-go that a company wanted me, a small YouTuber, to try and promote their stock. Like, that was just so strange to me, and things didn't add up. Any good business should let their products speak for themselves, in my opinion, but that's besides the point. I understand that increasing their market cap makes it easier to access capital, all that, but the point is, I got a shady vibe, S-H-A-D-Y, because it can sound like something else. And for me, integrity is really the only thing you have left if everything else is stripped away. So say YouTube's deleted, every penny to my name is gone, everything's just gone. The only thing that I have left to rebuild my life is the knowledge in my head and my integrity. And of course you have relationships, but to me, a lot of those, almost all of them, are built on integrity. So you have your reputation too, and that's also built on integrity, but more on this later. Anyways, I just ignored those emails, and as time went on, my channel started growing. Then, I started reaching out to people in the finance YouTube space, and I've spoken with several YouTubers, again, who I will not be naming. I've talked to a lot of people in this space, so I just wanted to get to know the people who were also making this kind of content because I figured they'd be like-minded, and they were. And some of them told me about taking offers from these companies, and let me tell you, they are offering bags. Like, these companies are offering the same amount of money that it would take me to make after 4 to 5 months of making videos. So if we're just going off YouTube ad revenue, it would take me 4 to 5 months to make the same amount of money as if I were to do one video for these guys. When money gets to those levels, again, for just one video, it's really hard to look the other way. Especially if you're new to YouTube, it's hard to know what to do in that situation when you're offered this kind of deal. I mean, if you think about it, in the grand scheme of things, the finance YouTube niche is a baby compared to like gaming niches, vlogging niches. My channel's only 8 months old. Graham Stephan, his channel started picking up steam maybe 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago. Jeremy's the biggest channel in the finance space. Okay, I guess I technically named a channel in this video, but obviously it's different context. Jeremy is the biggest channel in the finance space, and he has 500,000 subscribers, and that is a lot. That's an incredible achievement, but if you compare it to like a much larger niche like gaming, Mr. Beast, his gaming channel has 10 million. His main channel has 45 million. So the point is, I urge you guys to kind of take it easy on a lot of these newer channels who are still figuring things out. So when I heard how much these companies were offering, I thought to myself, this is kind of a chance to put a price tag on integrity. Integrity is what you do when no one's looking, so I could either do this deal and say, hi guys, this video is sponsored. Today we're talking about XYZ company. And boom, I'm XYZ amount wealthier. Like that money just goes into my bank account. But what if someone opens my video while they're cooking and say they missed that 2-second disclosure in the beginning and they go buy that stock with their hard-earned money? I can't feel okay knowing that's a possibility. What if because I was paid to promote this stock, I'm subconsciously biased and I miss a key part in my analysis and it's really just a bad investment? The reason why I would never take a paid stock review, even if it was disclosed, is because the second money is involved, it is no longer unbiased in my opinion, and if it's not unbiased, then it's drastically less valid. Again, in my opinion. This is when I have to think about the repercussions of my actions. I know people watch my videos and, despite what we say, despite the reminders to do your own due diligence, I understand people don't have the time or perhaps they don't know how to do their own research. So people copy trades of financial YouTubers, including myself. And I guess, that is reasonable. I don't recommend it, but I can certainly understand it. Now, from less of a moral perspective and more of a business perspective, even if they offer this obscene amount of money, I feel like I'm giving up just a piece of my integrity, or in business, my brand, for a short-term gain. And I'm thinking big picture. If I can keep my integrity fully intact over the long run, that is much more valuable to me, both from a business perspective and personal philosophy perspective, than this lump sum they're offering now, today. I'm trying to build something really cool here, and I'm genuinely here to try and bring my research to you guys and to build a platform for you to bring your research to others. And that requires trust between you and me. And again, these are just my personal business and moral philosophies. This is how I've decided to run my channel, my business, and how I've decided to interact with you, my viewers, and my community. And I appreciate you guys having so much patience with me as I'm still learning how to navigate this wild, wild west of the internet, and how I've suddenly now wield this weird, crazy responsibility within the course of a year. I've definitely learned a lot of lessons already. And for those of you who are still here, you helped me learn them and you gave me the time to learn them. So thank you. Now, I've been accused of pumping stocks before, Hyliion, of course, being one of them. But, this video is not about me making my case for this or defending myself on that situation. Yes, I should have had better communication with you guys. And I take responsibility for that, and I apologize. I was extremely burned out from YouTube at the time when I decided to sell Hyliion. I needed to step far away from YouTube for my own health, but I still should have found a way to tell you. But I can promise I never do anything shady like a pump and dump. It's just not worth it, and it's a messed up thing to do. And I'm actually just going to go on a quick tangent here if you bear with me. If anything, I feel like I'm trying to do the opposite of contributing to these pump and dump labeled stocks. This is actually something that's been on my mind constantly for the past couple of months. Now that my channel is bigger, I'm trying hard not to just follow the next trendy pick. And I understand why smaller channels and other channels might follow the more hyped up stocks like a lot of the EV stocks, and that's totally fine. I did that too because unfortunately that's what grows channels. I know a lot of I know for a fact a Neo video will outperform a video about Callaway's new Topgolf merger. If you want to grow, you ride the hype wave. I'll be the first one to tell you that. And that's one of my biggest issues with YouTube is the content it promotes. The algorithm creates an echo chamber. But anyways, that's off topic. Now that I'm bigger, I'm obviously not that big, but now that I'm bigger to the point where I personally feel like it's okay for me to kind of start carving my own path, I've tried to cover what I want to cover and what I genuinely think are good stocks to invest in at the time. I made a choice to sacrifice that faster growth and focus on what I wanted to buy. I haven't touched any EV stocks at all lately, hence why I haven't made a video about any of them. Could I have gained more subscribers if I said XYZ EV stock is going to 10x in the next year? Heck yeah, that video would crush it. I'd be making probably a lot more money if I were doing those kinds of videos too. But that's just not my personal style. It's too echo chambery for me. And I want to try and find you guys new ideas, new deals, so we can diversify our portfolios and learn how to analyze different businesses and become well-rounded investors. I'm trying to be here for the long haul, and I want to develop myself as an investor as well. So I hope you guys can appreciate that. I don't know, maybe you don't. Maybe you want me to make videos on those stocks. But I figured this could shed some more light on how I think and why I post what I post. Okay, so tangent over. Here's the point of this video. My thoughts. If you are paid to promote a stock and you do not disclose it, you're just in the wrong. There's no other way to look about it. There's no other way to look at it. It's just bad practice. It's messed up. If you choose to accept payment and you're upfront about it and you disclose it very clearly, then I could see how that would be okay. It's equally on the creator and the audience, in my opinion, the responsibility. The creator needs to be very clear, but the audience also has to be self-advocates and protect themselves because, unfortunately, not everyone has good intentions. Not everyone will go out of their way to make it abundantly clear that something is sponsored or paid for. Now, where do I land? Well, when it comes to me, I can promise you guys, I have never taken an offer to promote a stock. I don't ever plan on taking an offer to promote a stock. Even if they allow me to disclose it, which some don't, by the way, so be careful, I'm not doing it. Because I'm not going to pad my wallet if that means someone risks losing theirs by watching one of my videos. That's just not what I'm about. And I have nothing but love for 99.9% of the finance creators out there. Rising tides raise all ships, right? Or something like that. I really think that we all need to be lifting each other up and help this niche on YouTube grow, because financial freedom at the end of the day is really what I'm passionate about. And if we can bring more awareness to that, that's the end goal, right? I'm not trying to throw shade or anything at all. This is just like my cone. This is all just directed at me. I'm just judging myself right now. So that's my take on the YouTube drama right now. This is a great reminder that when we say do your own due diligence, we really mean it. Yes, it covers our butts legally, to put it bluntly, but it is also a genuine reminder that your risk tolerance is different than mine. Your investment horizon is different than mine. Your investing style is different than mine. And what you see and what you interpret is different from what I see. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the opportunity you've given me over these past 8 months. This is still feels like I'm in a dream. I'm actually glad this was brought up so that we could have this talk. Take care, stay safe, and for God's sakes, do your own due diligence. Of course, if you're watching at this point in the video, you are the real MVPs. Don't forget your peace and thank yous.